Hey guys, hope you're well today. So in today's video, we're talking about Wales versus the Springboks for the 2021 Autumn Nation Series. So of course, there's a lot of history between these two great sides. I mean, the last time they did face off against one another was in the 2019 Rugby World Cup semi-final, where the Springboks did edge out the Welsh in that game, obviously that game led them towards the final against English, which they did eventually win. But yeah, it's been a long time since we've obviously played the Welsh, and it's one of those where I think both sides have come a long way since that game. In my opinion, obviously with the Welsh obviously winning the Six Nations, you could say the resigning Six Nations still, and the Springboks, you could say unfortunately not able to play as many games as they wanted to after that World Cup, but obviously. Since then, they've also played within the most recent Rugby World Championship and came third. So I wouldn't say it's really the best position for them, but at the same time, they did beat the All Blacks. So I don't know. I guess you can kind of say balances out, but at the same time, they definitely need to step up their game if they want to kind of improve on it. But yeah, should be a heck of a game to watch. Of course, this game's being played within the Principality Stadium once again in Cardiff. So of course, the Welsh will have home advantage to say the least. But yeah, let's just see what happens. Of course, Wales are obviously coming back from you could say a heavy defeat against the All Blacks last week. So they will obviously make a few changes within this game for sure. And obviously the Springboks will have definitely made a few changes within this game, obviously following their Rugby Championship win against the All Blacks. But yeah, let's go straight into it. So of course we'll start off with the Welsh starting lineup. So here is Wales starting lineup right here. I want to buy you guys and I'll tell you what I think about it. So of course, with the Wales starting lineup, you do the likes of Kerr at number 1, as well as Ilias at number 2, and of course you have Francis at number 3, to say the least. I mean, it's a decent front row, to say the least, obviously with Carrier obviously in there instead of Wyn Jones, obviously replacing him obviously for this match, which I do believe is a smart move, to say the least, because Wyn Jones just really wasn't effective. He didn't have much of an impact, you can say, against that in that All Blacks game, so kind of switch up the prop one prop at least is kind of a good thing, I think. And yeah, it should be pretty decent to see how they get along obviously within this game. Hopefully Elias, by the way, if I'm not pronouncing that wrong, by the way, Elias, if he can actually throw in his lineups a bit better from last week, then that'll be a massive improvement, to say the least. But anyway, we move on towards the lock pairing, of course, for the Welsh. I mean, yeah, the big news here, obviously, is that we're going to have no Alan Jones, of course, who is out, unfortunately. And it does look like, to reports I've seen, that he won't even participate within the Six Nations as well. So, yeah, it's kind of disappointing to hear, because obviously I would have loved to, I think the whole rugby world would love to see him play even longer he tries as he can. But yeah, it's one of those where, yeah, you just can't do much about it. But of course, with this lock pairing, they've gone with the likes of Rowlands at number 4, as well as Adam Beard at number 5. So I'd say it's a decent combination to say the least. But yeah, Adam Beard will definitely have a tough job, you could say, against this Springbok. You could say lock pairing, to say the least. But of course, with the loose forwards for the Welsh, you do have a new addition in there, obviously with the likes of Jenkins in there, who hasn't actually played Test Rugby in I think over 3 years. So it's really going to be it's going to be pretty impressive to see how he gets along, obviously, within this game. I think the last time he actually played was against the Springboks when Wales actually beat them. I believe. What was it? I think it was like 2011, I believe. The scoreline. But yeah, it's been a long time since Jenkins played, so we'll see how he does, obviously, within that 6th position. Of course, at number 7, we do the likes of Basham, and at number 8, we do have the likes of Aaron Wainwright. And yeah, these two I was very impressed by, I'd say, within that last game against the All Blacks. In particular, I'd say Basham, I mean, he was just, yeah, incredible, to say the least. I mean, I I think if I had to make a team, which I will do, by the way, a video very soon about this, but I'm going to make probably a video about like young players up and coming, and I'll make a starting 15 for this. Basham, I think, could make that team really for me. He's just been so impressive. But yeah, hopefully, obviously, continues his kind of improvement throughout these international games. But of course, Aaron Wainwright, just a brilliant player, to say the least, and yeah, hopefully has another good game to set for the future. I mean, in my opinion, I think he's probably the future captain of this Welsh team. But yeah, let me know in the comments below who you guys think should be the Welsh captain, because obviously with Alan Jones and Jonathan Davis kind of being the more experienced players, obviously leaving within, I'd say, the next 1 to 2 years, maybe after the World Cup, who would be the captain after that? Let me know in the comments. But anyway, we move on towards, of course, the backline for this Welsh team. For the number 9 position, we do have the likes of Tom Williams, and we have the return of Dan Biggar, number 10, which is obviously a great, a good addition towards this Welsh side. As Anscombe wasn't able to get the job done, you could say, from last week. He had within the first, the first 2 minutes of the game, Beauden Barrett intercepted his pass. So it's one of those where, yeah, he didn't have the best against at least. So yeah, obviously from a Welsh point of view, I think a lot of Welsh fans will be happy to see Dan Biggar back in this starting lineup. But of course, with the centre pairing, we do the likes of Tompkins at 12, as well as Jonathan Davis at number 13. And of course, Jonathan Davis will be captaining the side for this game with Alan Jones, of course, out. So yeah, should be good to see how he gets along within this game. Of course, for the wingers, we do have the likes of Josh Adams at number 11, as well as Louis Zamet at number 14. So yeah, very good. Obviously, another good addition towards the side. Obviously, you've seen Reece Zamet obviously back in the side, and yeah, he should definitely add a bit of pace towards that right side, which is what they needed, I'd say, within that game against the All Blacks. But of course, the number 15 position, they have stuck by what's his name? I always pronounce it wrong. McNeil, I think that's how you say it. But yeah, it's one of those where he did decent game to say the least. I thought he did well to actually kind of maneuver himself around a few of the All Black players, but I think he can kind of improve on that, I'd say, within this game. But anyway, that's kind of it with the Welsh starting lineup. Of course, we'll now move on towards the Springboks starting lineup. So, of course, here is the Springboks starting lineup right here. I'll run it by you guys, and then I'll tell you what I think about it. So, of course, for the Springboks, they've gone the likes of Oxton Che at number 1, as well as Imbo Nombi at number 2, and of course, they've gone with the likes of Nkanya at number 3. So, they've gone with, you could say, second choice props, to say the least, for this game. Obviously, with Klitschkov and Mal Herbert obviously not being a part of this team, to say the least. I mean, we do have Klitschkov off the bench, but I don't believe we have Mal Herbert, which is kind of a shock to say the least. But we do have Vincent Koch off the bench, but still, yeah, I wouldn't say it's the best pairing. It's still a good pairing to say the least. I'm not saying it's bad, but yeah, they should do pretty well against this Welsh front row, in my opinion. But yeah, Imanome, of course, hopefully can get a try on the board as well. But yeah, of course, we'll now move on towards the lock pairing, of course, for the Springboks. We do have the likes of Evan Esmith at number 4, as well as Diego at number 5. And this is probably the best combination that the Springboks can go within that lock pairing. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see obviously how it gets along. I mean, with Simon still obviously RJ Simon still unavailable, it's probably the best pairing that they have at the moment. So yeah, pretty excited to see how that gets along, and they should have a much easier time, you can say, within the lineouts with Alan Jones obviously out for this game. But yeah, of course, with the loose forwards, we do have the likes of Kolisi number 6, who of course is the captain for the Springboks. Number 7, we do have the likes of Quagga Smith. And number 8, we do have Dwayne Vermeulen. So yeah, very excited to see how that loose forward pack gets along. In particular, Quagga Smith, I'd say. I want to see how he gets along within this game. He's done very well from the breakdown. I'd say he's definitely improved from that throughout the last year. So yeah, just excited to see how he gets along within this game. But of course, we'll now move on towards the back line, of course, for the Springboks. With the number 9 position, we do have the likes of Herschel Yankees in there, obviously, instead of Flatler Kirk, who is injured at the moment. So yeah, if you guys didn't know, Flatler Kirk obviously won't be available for this whole Autumn Nations tour, which is very unfortunate to say the least. But yeah, it's you can't really rush that, to say the least, from an injury point of view. But of course, the Springboks are very lucky and fortunate to have the likes of Herschel Yankees as a backup. So yeah, he should do pretty well in this game. Of course, the number 10 position, we do have the likes of Andre Pollard. Yeah, again, he should be pretty good within his kicking, to say the least, as casual as he does. For the centre combinations, we have the standard centre combination, to say the least, and probably the best centre combination in the world at this moment, I would say still, with Damien Delende number 12 and Locanio at number 13. 11 and 14, of course, we do have the likes of Mpimpi at number 11, but they've gone with the likes of Justin Cleal at number 14, which is a big call, to say the least, because he's normally known as a centre, but they've kind of shifted him towards the winger spot, which is kind of surprising, to say the least, but I wouldn't say it's unsurprising, because obviously Justin Kobe is unavailable to play, so I guess they're just going to give Cole more game time, which is obviously a good thing for him. And of course, the number 15 position, they've got the likes of Damien Williamson, who I'm actually very excited to see how he gets along. I mean, a lot of Springbok fans, including myself, obviously want Fassi to play. I mean, Fassi is just unbelievable. He's so good. And yeah, he's definitely the future, I'd say, 15 or maybe even 11 for the Springboks. But it's understandable why they've gone with Damien Williamson at the number 15 position. Obviously very tall as well, and is very good under the ball. And obviously has a brings his boot as well. So yeah, pretty excited to see how he gets along. So yeah, that's obviously, of course, that's it with both starting lineups. If I had to give my prediction for this game, I think I have to edge it towards the Springboks once again. I do believe the Springboks will have an edge over the Welsh forward pack, in my opinion. So for that reason, I do believe the Springboks will win this game. I'd say, what should I say for this game? I'll say 36 points to 15. Yeah, I'll say 36 points to 15 is my final prediction for this game. Yeah, mate, just I'll let you guys be. Of course, definitely join the live stream for this game, as I will be doing all the live streams, of course, for on Saturday and Sunday. So stay tuned for that. But other than that, just hope you guys have a good day, and talk to you guys soon.